We're sitting around the campground today and I've decided that I wanted to use the travel buddy to cook our lunch, and I thought we'd have a bit of decadence today. There's no point in slumming it just because we're at the campground. So I've decided to trial and cook salt and pepper squid and some nice cafe fries to go with it. I've chosen the rosemary and sea salted chips that I'm going to pop in. And just a box of the frozen salt and pepper squid. I've got both these products from Aldi. You can get the same sort of things from Coles, I've seen, and probably Woolworths as well. So a little bit of a tip when you are actually using your travel buddy and your car is not in motion. We have talked about previously how we've set up our travel buddy and it is on a second battery system. But even being on a second battery system, if your car is not running and it's not getting charged from that and it's just sitting here cooking, it does drain a lot of power from your battery. So Jason's actually set up our system so that we've got an Anderson plug that is plugged into here, and we can connect externally our solar panel. So you can see at the moment it's running at 12.5 volt. Which is a good charge. That's what it started at, and the travel buddy I have had pre-warming now for about half an hour and it's maintained that voltage, and it's because of the external solar panels that we've got on there that it has maintained the voltage, even though it's a really cloudy day today. And he'll spin you around and have a look. Even at that really basic charge that's going in, it's enough to at least maintain it and not drain the battery. So that's something that's really important to consider when you're running it and the car's not in motion. And I'll just get him to take you around here and show you that we're running our hardcore solar mats. We just find those nice and flexible and easy to use when we're connecting it to the car. And for the caravan, while we're on the solar panel, we've actually got our hard panel set that is externally charging the van as well as the panels that are on top of the van. So we're getting as much power as we possibly can from anywhere that we can. So back to lunch. So I'm going to pop these in. I'll grab the trays. As I said, I've had the travel buddy running now for about half an hour just to pre-warm it on 200. And not having done these before, I will, as a bit of a test, but I'll probably go for about an hour and a half, I think, and see how that goes. So, trays are quite hot. These and open up. I'm looking forward to these because they're delicious. You may only need one tray actually. And I have had these chips at home, they're quite nice, but I thought, again, something a little bit extra special while we're around the camp. Why not? Because we can. I'll try and give them as good a head start as possible, break them up a bit. It is only a lunch, so it doesn't need to be massive portions, depending on how you like to eat. Obviously, if you've got more people or if you want more, this is enough for us for two. But you can use both trays, but that's fitting on one tray, so I'll just go with the one tray. Help with better circulation in the oven as well. So I'll go around and pop this back into the oven. I think I'll put this on maybe the bottom oven. That's where the heat comes through mostly, from the bottom. You just slide it in, shut it up. I think I might put the power around now. So I'll put it round to, I want it to cook for an hour and a half. So I'll go round to the 90 minutes. And then we're just sitting over at camp, so I'll hear it bing when it's finished, and we'll pop back over and come back to you and see how it turns out. But I'm hoping it's going to be delicious because I've been looking forward to this all morning. I'll let you know how we go. So here we are again. I'm about to get out our lunch, which is the salt and pepper squid and chips. Now, I did have a check at the 1 hour and 1.5 hour mark, and they're still quite soggy. So I decided to leave them in there. It's now been 2 hour mark. I have had a sneak peek. They are still a little bit soggy. So I think just the nature of the convection of these types of ovens, they're not really crisping like you can get like pies and things to crisp at. But they are certainly very hot, so there's no doubt that they are edible and ready to eat. So yeah, if you're just happy to put up with a little bit of sogginess in your chips and your calamari, then I think it should be good. So I'm going to get it out. It smells delicious, so that's a bonus. And there you go. So certainly looks fine, but like, yeah, you can see it's still quite soft. They're not bad. And like I said, it's still, the flavours are going to be really nice. So for something that's a little bit different, and yeah, if you just want something other than the pies and whatever else that you put in your travel buddy, this is something that I think you'd like to consider. And I'll pop down a little bit of a review afterwards, after we've had our taste test, to let you know what it's like. But otherwise, that's the salt and pepper squid and the fries in the travel buddy oven.